So the movie Mattie is basically about me, Mattie the Discovery, and I have this sort of power, I guess you could say, and I can see things that people haven't told me, so it's really interesting. It's not the future or the past, it's just things that people haven't told me. And I have this complicated family. I have a father who's very, very strict, and he likes to pick bones at people, and I have a mother that's forgetting things by the day, and it's very hard. And then I have a sister, I have a brother that is dating this girl that my dad doesn't like, and he doesn't want her to see. And then I have this best friend that's going through a really tough time, and she can't go to school because she has to take care of her little sister and all those other things. And then I have my grandmother that's kind of this saving grace. She's the anchor in the family. She is the Christian. She kind of influenced us all to be Christians, and so that's kind of the format of Mattie.
Mattie is a movie that has Christian characters, if you would. I wouldn't call it a Christian movie. I think that's part of the misnomer or the thing that we do incorrectly. You know, is life a Christian life? It's life. And so you have Christian people in it, you have anybody in it, and I think as Christians, if we just live our lives, then it becomes a Christian story. But other than that, it's just life, and that's what Mattie is all about. It's really the relationships of all the people involved, and the people that are also going to be outside of the family structure that may or may not be Christian. And so it happens to be Mattie's story, happens to be her grandmother's story, bringing her through the backbone, and what happens in between. Well, actually, I took this on because I was originally cast in the film as Sam Sr. And when the backers backed out, the writer said, you know what, I really believe in your work, I really believe in who you are, would you take it on? And as I read the script, I fell in love with it more and more. Not only with the story, but with Mattie, you know, the character, and seeing the depth of what this is going to be, because it is a trilogy. And so I decided to take it on. And of course, whether you call it luck, fate, or whatever you want to call it, fell upon Brianna, who just did a phenomenal job as far as reading for the lead role. And so we're really looking forward to what she brings to it, and I think people will be pleasantly surprised.
Okay, well, in acting, my mom does all of this. My mom is my manager. Shout out to Mom. She finds everything. And she was like, hey, we have this audition for you. And at the time, I usually train with my acting coach, and then I go do things. But with this one, I couldn't because he was busy. So I was like, let me just do it. And I often hear acting is reacting. So I was like, let me just strip everything down and let me just do as best as I possibly can. And I did it. I guess he liked it. So I got it, and that's how I got it. And what I really like about Mattie, my character, and Mattie, the entirety of it, is that she is dealing with so much, and she can deal with it, and she can just keep going, and she never once says, you know, she never like breaks down in tears about how hard her life's at. I mean, she does cry about the circumstances that she has, but she's never like, I can't do this. You know what? I'm not going to do this anymore. And I think that's what really brings me to her, because I think we all have hard things that we go through. And to see that she's going through a lot of hard things, and she continues and she keeps going, and she doesn't let it get her down.